All right, I'm in Mexico right now. Another week, so it's Sunday. It's been harder to find not time to make these videos, but like the right setting and location. Like I prefer to have this thing sitting somewhere, resting, so it's not moving around. Prefer to not be around people that might see me talking to myself. I kind of like, but I don't really have like the perfectly private, calm, peaceful, quiet setting to do this. And I guess because it's only like a 7-minute video, I don't really go out of my way to. I could go to like the library. I don't know if there's libraries here. I could figure that out. Anyways, back in Tulum, where I went last winter. Here again. It's very nice. So I met last week with my doctor, and we decided to go down further on my Seroquel. So I'm on 50 milligrams now. The first couple nights of that were pretty tough. Sleep-wise, it was just like a little challenging, and like I got to get my sleep kind of under order. Like for like a couple months now, I've been like staying up late. Like I got to do like more of a go to bed at 10 and wake up at 6 kind of thing. I think that I'd be a little healthier in my life if I had that. I was a little more in sync with the sun rise and set. But who can be perfect, right? So mostly I've been going to bed at like 1 o'clock in the morning. What else? And just waking up feeling like shit and like wanting to stay in bed and go back to bed and trouble falling asleep. Like I got some new books, so like reading and then meditating before bed definitely helps to fall asleep. But like I gotta fix this like having trouble first thing in the morning issue. Lighting on this video kind of sucks. But yeah, I gotta fix this issue with sleep because I feel the worst first thing in the morning, and it's not like a great way to start every day, and it's not good. What else? So I kind of got it in my head. Oh yeah, so there's the city of Tulum in the background. That I might go to this conference at the end of the month. It's also in Mexico for world schoolers, which would be cool. I've never been to a world schooling conference, so just because it's in Mexico and I'm in Mexico doesn't mean it's close. It's like a little out of the way, but I know the people running it. They're really nice. You know, they kind of. It might be a group of people that would really benefit from like parent schooling network because they're world schoolers, so maybe they need community more than anyone, and also just might learn something. You know, if I'm working on this book, like I should really learn more about the world schooling thing, especially me as like somebody, not that I'm like this worldly traveler, but you know, I do kind of travel a bit, and I feel like I learned something through doing that, and going to an actual conference for that could be a good learning experience. And I didn't know exactly how long I would stay in Mexico, so this kind of gives like an end date of sorts to go to that. And then to Costa Rica, and I'm not sure what the plan will be after that. Like I think I'll go back to Connecticut in like mid-March. I'm also trying to figure out like what am I going to do with all these videos. Like I kind of have like these sights set on a few different projects for this 2018 year. One of them being to get like The School Sucks, so start your own video series and book finished. I mean, that's still evolving. You know, I have somebody who started editing it. I know there's still things that need to be written in it. I've got it in my head. I want to do some comedy shows this summer and like take that hour-long show that I had kind of put together last summer for the Oregon Country Fair and do that for like groups of teenagers at libraries or something. I don't know. I want to take that show and like do it a bunch of times and do a little tour of some kind. And then also I want to do something with these videos that I'm making. I don't plan on making a video a week every day the rest of my life, but like theoretically, like in a few months I'll be totally clear of these medication things. in this video series will come to some kind of conclusion, and then I got to figure out what to do with it. You know, if this is useful or inspiring to anybody. I don't really know, what this thing is. Do I post 100 videos? It's a lot of fucking videos. Do I just make them all into one long video? And that would be like 100 times 6. That'd be like 10 hours of video. Like, who the fuck's even gonna watch this? So there's that, and then there's also, like, I wrote my story for Mad in America about how I got involved in Psychiatric. So, like, I got, like, these things going on. I've also got, like, these video project for Mind Freedom I'm pretty stoked about, and just getting involved more with them. So, I got these, like, cool plans for 2018. And yeah, I started reading Autobiography of a Yogi. I don't know, man. Read some of these stories. These guys are like fucking Jedis with like sort of superpowers. And you're like, is this shit real? Because it's not like suggestive. It's not suggestive, like when you read like something, I haven't read the Bible, but if you read like Christianity stuff, you read about Jesus being the Son of God, and therefore he had all these superpowers. But I've also heard arguments that he was just a man, and whatever he could do, anyone could do. And that's like theoretically. Then you read these stories about the yogis, and you hear about these modern people that are actually able to do all this wild shit. You're like, holy fuck, man. Is this real or not? So I don't know. I feel like my body is not flexible enough yet to, like, I've been doing like this Kriya yoga, like this breathing stuff every day, and I think it's doing something for me, whether I'm not teleporting or levitating, but it does something for my mental well-being, and I suppose also for my respiratory or cardiovascular or something. But I'm not like flexible enough to even sit comfortably. Like when I'm done doing it, like my whole, like from my knees down, like I wouldn't say I can't feel it. It feels like there's like electricity flying through my legs. Not because I've done any magical yoga stuff, but because I'm like cutting off circulation in my legs to sit cross-legged. So it's like pins and needles. It's like that kind of thing. So I think my body needs to get tuned up a little bit better before any levitating will happen. Anyways, another week. There was some real stress for a few days when I first put the meds down to 50 milligrams. Not like crazy bad, but it kind of reminded me like when I was a school teacher, and there was like some days when I called in sick. Like I'm fortunate being like a freelance web developer that I don't have to get up and go be in front of people immediately first thing in the morning. Like if things are shitty, like I kind of have a ramp up before I've got to be in action. I don't know. I feel like the last couple of weeks these videos have been boring. Not that any of them are particularly interesting, but yeah. Until next week.